It wasn't a trench tool. Oh, I got a map on me. Shit, go drop that thing.
What'd you say?
Get your fucking kit sorted, come on.
Alright.
Right, I'm gonna grab a few mags. I'm still quite low. Do you want me to grab AT actually? I've got like 27 kilograms.
Yeah, I'll grab from AT launcher then. Actually don't, we don't need it.
Sure, alright, I'll grab some more mags then.
Yep.
Alright, good to be teleported when ready.
Wait 1, 4, 2.
Yeah, I'm done.
Actually don't need a fucking short range, but whatever.
User left your channel. User
Charge
joined
only
your
was
channel.
2-3 saying what the frequency 4-2 out. What's up? Alright, everybody ready?
Yeah.
Hang on, VB just.
User left your channel.
Hang on, who the fuck is that?
I'm ready.
Alright.
You got 556 right, Cooper, haven't you?
Yep.
Yeah, I got a belt on my rock if you need one.
Okay, cool. You got a belt? Or a box?
Sorry, a box, sorry.
Yeah. That's...
Warren, what do you want? Alright, boys. VB will be late.
User joined your channel. User left your channel. Joined your channel.
You weren't connected yet?
VB's not connected, but we will fuck off already, alright? Well, logistics harbor. Apparently not there. Where the fuck are we? Nietzsche harbor.
I think we're in Electro, aren't we?
No, we're not in Electro.
User joined your channel. User left your channel.
Wait.
User joined your channel. User left your channel.
We are in...
on the East Coast.
Yeah, we are on the East Coast near Berezino. Berezino Harbor. What we will do now is we'll just fuck off over here. Alright. Everybody get ready to repeat.
Don't TP my house, please.
What?
I don't want you to TP my house.
Fuck up. Alright, boys. Let's
User joined
go.
your channel. User joined your channel.
Leone. Okay. For some reason I can't be in your fucking group, so whatever. Oh no, I know, because I'm on independent faction anyways. Alright, boys. Get into a baseline. Watching that way, I don't care. Come on, hurry up. Alright. It's gonna be fucking stupid, but section P
User
left.
joined your channel.
Too slow, too slow, too slow. Section peel right.
Peeling! Passing you.
User joined your channel.
Fill in. Oh.
Too slow, back into position.
User joined your channel.
Section P right.
Peeling! Passing you. Oh, my bad. I just
User
fucked up.
joined your channel.
I fucked everything up. Fucked everything up.
What are you guys fucking clowns? Come on, boys. Get back into line. Get a bit closer. I don't wanna fucking be running around. Alright, section P left.
Peeling! Passing you. Set.
Too slow, too slow. Section P left. Too slow, Watson, come on. Alright, section P right.
Peeling! Passing you.
Fill in. Set.
Alright,
left
good,
your
good,
channel.
good. You don't have to go behind me, mate.
User
just
joined
get
your
going.
channel.
Set.
Fill in.
Alright, stop appeal, stop appeal. That's good. Alright, section, one by one. Start fucking bounding up. Somebody needs to go first. Who's gonna go first? Too slow. Section peel left.
Healing.
User joined your
Come
channel.
on, guys.
Peeling. Passing you. Set.
Peeling.
Last man. Peeling last man.
Set. Last
Peeling.
man set.
But always keep in mind if you're last man, alright? Say peeling
User
last
left
man.
your channel.
Alright.
Alright. Section bound up to that road.
Banning. I'm up. He sees me.
There you
I'm
go.
down.
Give it 20
Set.
meters. Alright, next one. Bound
Alright.
past, bound past. Alright,
User
come on,
joined your
Corleone,
channel.
bound up to fucking Watson. Alright, come on, start
Bounding.
bounding. Bound past.
Passing you. I'm up. He sees me. I'm down. Set.
Alright, come on, keep going.
Rounded.
Come on, come on, come on. Bound past. Bound past, Corleone.
Isn't there leapfrogging then?
Alright,
User joined your channel.
this is kind of messed up with only 3 people.
Banning.
Alright, keep going, keep going.
I'm up. He sees me. I'm down.
Alright,
User left your channel.
just like he does,
Step.
come on.
Rounded.
Alright, set up on that road, boys.
Banning.
Watching both sides. Both MGs watching sides.
Watching the right.
Watch your left.
Oh, we got only one MG. Right, okay. Perfect.
User
Right.
joined your channel. User left your
Yeah.
channel. User joined your channel. User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Alright, boys, this looks actually pretty shit, but I'm gonna say it's alright. Because we gotta go in a second here. Leave with 2-1, and then I will pass you on to boss. Come on, boys. We gotta be fucking fast and efficient. All of you. If one fucks up, the section fucks up, alright?
Understood.
User left your channel.
Let me just see what fucking 2-1 is actually. Or that's 2.
User
Oh,
joined your
for
channel.
fuck's sake.
Alright, boys, I'm fucking teleporting you right now. Just stand where you
User
are.
left your channel. User joined your channel. User joined your channel.
Oops.
User joined your channel. User disconnected from your channel.
I did say wait. Fucking hell, we were already here.
What the fuck is VB doing in your fucking section, mate?
I know, he joined us too soon.
User
You can join
joined
yours
your
in a second,
channel.
but you might as well
Yeah,
do
alright.
one in a minute. I'm just waiting for Johnson currently.
That's alright.
If you could just like get everyone in a herringbone, it's so much easier for fucking management. I've got some of my guys already doing it over there.
Roger. Alright, come on, boys. Staring bone up. Watching east.
Behind you?
What?
Do you want a herringbone behind you or?
Just fucking herringbone right fucking next to them.
On me, guys.
Where the
Oh God,
fuck
is that
is
wall?
Johnson? Where the
I'll
fuck
see
is
you,
Johnson? Where
Oh,
the fuck
hello.
is Johnson? Johnson, where the fuck are you?
Hello.
Alright, calm down, mate.
Do you want to join your group?
Might as well,
fuck's
just join on one because if we're working together as one.
Yeah.
For the first part, Karen, because I don't know how much you know about public order, about what I'm about to teach. If you want to act as an IC and then Voss as a 2IC for the section whilst we're doing staggered column car interaction.
Good car interaction, alright.
For the first part, but once we start doing proper public order, we kind of need two. So,
Are you gonna be Zeusing or what?
Yes.
Oh, damn.
I've done this too many times.
Right, sure.
It's a lot of fucking fun. So, don't worry about it. Where the fuck is teleporting me? Oh, there he is. There he is. There he is. Johnson.
Yeah.
You get your LMG kit from that little tiny box thing over there, please.
I need to be a
Johnson.
Oh,
He hasn't got his name changed, he's still a recruit.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh, God, I have to be in the same fucking section as Naylor, that faggot. Oh, wait, he's in the channel with, cool guy.
World Leone. Watson,
Have
you
you all
gotta
got
join a group,
PFAs?
mate.
Have you all got PFAs?
Trader.
Yeah, all got PFAs.
Trader.
Join my group, mate.
He doesn't. Who the fuck's... Oh, no, never mind, I can't see it.
I've got PFAs for everyone.
There you go.
Right, and it ends over there. Straight line.
Where's VB?
I swear you guys get stupider every
VB?
single week.
Oh, there he is.
Quattro, you need to move over a little bit so you can get in.
No, you all need to get in line. The line starts in the straight line.
Just not turning on because there's nothing metal to...
So we didn't tell anyone else for showed up. We got teleported. Sorry about that.
There's an arsenal there if you need it.
Yeah, well, we promised we'd tell them, but we got teleported, so.
We all tell Yeah, we all spawn where 12
Doesn't
of my
really
spawn, so...
Good, yeah.
Right, Karan, like, you wanna start dividing them up so we have got some proper groups?
I would say fucking 2-3 Delta, 2-1 Charlie.
I'll get it to turn on.
Okay.
Okay, Gamble
Yeah,
and
we
Fisher
do
swap
blue
places.
differently. Blue's Charlie.
He's not there, remember?
Well, yeah, I know, but just kind
Okay.
of...
If you want
Rest
to...
of you guys
I think,
pop in,
no.
Alright,
drop back to
Delta,
step two.
everybody who
Okay.
is in 2-3,
Slot
red,
in.
Charlie blue,
And then Hopper and Gamble swap
Yeah, boss.
places as well.
Join blue,
maybe,
Charlie.
Watson. Red.
Alright, Johnson.
Right,
It's
so
not
pop
working.
on was Delta,
Okay.
to red,
Right.
and then
Come with me,
the
mate.
front rail with blue.
If you have Charlie as blue, that means
I know.
that I'll be with 2-3, I guess.
Yes. You can't fucking escape me, Ella. Fucking escape me.
Donna her, take the high-low, shoot me in the face.
Trust me, I would fucking love to.
Please do, I'm giving you permission to kill me.
Well, like that.
That's not an high-low.
No, can someone pick this up and try and turn it on? I'm wondering
There
if
you go.
it's me being an idiot.
Most likely, yeah.
Is it sticking up his ass at the moment, or
I'm going through the scroll menu and it just won't turn on.
is my BFA up his
Roll.
ass, or?
Not scroll menu, not scroll menu, it's fucking set and direction menu. Equipment.
It's changed. Used to be scroll menu. Have you turned it on?
I've not got any scroll wheel or any...
Yes.
Beep, 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 beep,
Oh, it
beep.
could be broken.
Do you have
My
any idea what we're
Magnum
doing
down.
now, or do you have like zero idea yet?
Hopefully.
I'll take it back.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
That's the right one.
So you've got your Mark 1 mine detector.
Don't turn on.
Hey Donahoe, you got your Mark 1, you'll be fine.
What on?
Your Mark 1, your foot.
I'm gonna move a little bit further up since there's a lot of
What?
space.
Mark 1 mine detector, it's called your boot. It finds mines very well.
BB,
Yeah,
It's a fucking...
connect the lines.
shifting.
Boss?
Is
Isn't
it
working.
now? Hang on.
I think it's
Yeah,
broken.
it
Watson.
is.
You take a different that works.
Back a bit.
Come on,
Hey,
back
baby.
from wrong
Robbie,
Jimpy
bro.
then.
Like, actually,
God.
Looking for a good time?
no one over here got a Valen. You don't got a Valen?
Put that Uggle down
actually
my
do that
struggle.
Sorry, what?
Can you turn it on?
Hit me with that Uggle whilst I
Yes,
struggle.
sure, 1 second.
Mine
Oh
won't
my
turn
God.
on, and I have a feeling there's an issue with it.
Get it in there, Will.
Yes, mine can turn on. Basically,
Ah.
to fix it. You drop your...
40 mil of fun.
And go to the arsenal and pick up another one. And if that doesn't work, you drop yours.
Was it good for you too?
respawn and get another
It was
one.
good for me.
If that
Alright,
doesn't work.
Johnson, just form onto the end of that as in herringbone formation, and then join blue team using
I'm
ace
gonna put my,
interactions.
I'm gonna kit up my pistols first.
Turn in the front, Johnson. So you're a little bit ordered. Right, you said at the back? Yeah,
No,
just join
I said it back.
behind
Just
Naylor.
fucking get in.
No, my 40 mil of fun.
Ready, mate?
We're not gonna be a good impression, are we?
I'm
I have a
ready.
Valen
What
list.
the fuck is that?
Alright, what radio frequency do you want to use?
1, 2, 3, mate.
Alright, Section, set your radio frequency to 123.
We don't have radios.
I have radios.
Radios, mate. Oh shit, I have a radio.
Run.
It's alright.
Don't care, really. We're going to be quite close together. Once we're ready, we'll get away from 2-2 so they can do their thing. Or, I don't know if that's FSS. That's FSS. We'll let them do their thing.
What's the order of march?
Radio check 1, 2, 3, over.
Yeah, radio check okay out.
Radio check okay.
What's the order of
Order
march?
of march will be Donahoe, me,
Right.
Johnson.
I'll be back in 2 minutes.
You know what, Worrell? Join Charlie in blue.
Sure.
Naylor is still there.
Oh yeah, never mind, Naylor's still there.
No mind, yeah.
Alright.
In case my Valen doesn't work, I can't
Wait,
get
Matt.
it fixed. So just in case we need it.
Do I still have my vellum on me? Ah shit, I don't have my vellum. Can I get an ask at Arsenal real quick?
It's over there. Go, run.
Cheers.
I wanted to start like 5 minutes ago.
No, to be on the
Good
safe
lord,
side,
I'd practically a fucking platoon commander kill me now. What?
Alright, order of march for Charlie will be Donahoe, Naylor, me, Johnson. I'll sort your fucking order of march out.
Take a step forward, don't have it, Cranlock, slide in.
Beep 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 beep.
We'll get back in formation. We'll do the order of march of Delta.
Sure.
We'll delete the Arsenal, I guess. Actually,
We're
I'll
all,
just leave it aside. Might need it.
let's see. Or 4,
We
no,
can just spawn new
5.
on it.
Our horse
Close
6.
in. Yep.
Alright.
Cuprioni 7. Watson, your last 8.
Right, gents, if you want to join me, we're going to go
Wait,
to attack
actually,
the boy
Cuprioni,
there.
your
Don't care.
8, and Watson is
Let's go, come on.
Summon. I forgot myself.
You should join blue.
So ready to move?
Smoke grenade.
He's AFK, I believe, at the moment.
No, he's not. He's moving.
I'm going over here.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah.
Follow Hayes.
Moving.
Get a jog, boys, let's go.
Moving.
Right, classically falling behind them once if.
What the fuck? Oh, the fox sounds grey. Green, okay. Whatever.
If you all just want to bunge up, take a knee, I don't really want to fucking sit in formation. Just make it easier. So everyone can hear me. Why does FSS look like they're following me as well?
What the fuck are you lot doing here?
Yeah, what are you lot doing here?
We're hanging with 2 platoon tonight.
We're doing section specific training if you want to do something with 3 platoon on your own.
Alright, grand.
That looks like a dog.
Right, gents. Looks like a dog. What? Fucking hell. That's rude. You can't tell 3 platoon look like dogs. The hell?
It looks like a barking dog.
Take pictures.
I don't know, apparently. Right, listen, what we're doing, even though our next deployment is conventional, I still expect to be interacting with some form of civilians because, for whatever reason, a little birdie tells me that Estonians are going to be quite welcoming to the idea of a Russian occupation and not too welcoming about a NATO occupation because of their history. I mean, regardless, we need to be well behaved when it comes to interacting with civilians. Now, in previous deployments, I've seen people run after cars, including myself, I am guilty of that, and then exploding into a million tiny pieces because of it. I kind of want to fix that today by having correct drills when it comes to approaching cars, and just to spice some things up again a bit, we're going to do some public order stuff as well. Before we do that, just going to have to do some right, if I could get a fire team, any fire team, just to form a staggered column on the road, that'd be brilliant.
User left your channel.
Let's go, Charlie.
Just 4 members will do, it's fine. So as if by happy coincidence, yes, there is no guy in this car. Donahoe is representing the first person in the fire team. I'll put myself to yelling so everyone can hear me.
User joined your
yes,
channel.
he's done exactly what I was expecting to do. He would either step in front of the car's tracks, so into the middle to make sure the car stops moving forward, or gestures to stop depending on how the civilian is acting. He will do so. Once he has stopped there, the first initial search comes through. If the pointman believes it's not really a threat because he hasn't heard any beeping on the Valen, the fire team basically engulf the car. So you just move forward in your staggered column until the first 2 guys are behind the car and the last 2 guys are in front of the car. Like so. Now you're providing security around a car so that no fucker comes about and says, that's my car now, and nicks it. Hopefully, once you've done that, the guy gets out of his car, you detain him, or pull him to one side and start questioning about where he's going and why he's travelling in a certain direction, just to get any basic intel out. If the car is moving above the speed limit, which in Estonia is, I believe, 40 miles per hour, so if he looks like he's about to bolt to you, then I do recommend doing warning shots beforehand or even shooting out the tyres, so he forcefully stops. Either way, you will want to engulf the car so that it doesn't get nicked or people don't search it otherwise. Any questions? No? Right, good. Once you've engulfed it, normally the point man can go ahead and start searching the car, or as they're moving up, they are searching the car with the valve going off. If the valve doesn't start beeping, they're fine. Check the inventory, check the inventory of the car, check the inventory of the individual, and hopefully be on their way. At no point should you ever start move off before the car moves off. Okay? What we don't want is the civilian getting into the car and then some sneaky fucker going onto the back of it and smuggling himself into a town that we're kind of roadblocking. Okay? So once the car has moved through the whole section, taken the turns left or forward, left or right, can you start carrying on with what patrol you're doing? Okay? Does this make sense? Right, good. I'm going to delete that car.
A question, sorry?
Yes, go ahead.
What should you say to the driver when you're passing and searching the vehicle?
Okay. Normally they will get out automatically because the car stopped and they want to do that rapid. Why the hell have you stopped my car? Bullshit. That's where you tell them, I'm sorry, sir, but you're on a military route. I'm asking you to step aside so I can search your vehicle, make sure it's all cleared off. This will only take 2 minutes. Please do not hassle me or anything like that. You just want a reassurance, calm. Just let us do our job. But they can be on their way and your job isn't necessarily compromised. Okay.
So you want the driver to dismount before you search the vehicle with the vellum, is that correct?
Yes. The last thing you want is like a load of AKs in there and him grabbing one, so to speak, before he gets out of the car. So ideally, get out of the car immediately, have him detained, or put his hand on his head. If you need to use some form of force, gun up, hands on your head. Do not fire warning shots because they'll start to lose morale basically, and they'll start thinking, oh, they actually want to kill me, and then they just fucking run away, abandoning the car, which is very bad if we want this road to be active as a supply route. Okay? This makes sense?
Roger.
Basic contact drills. As soon as you see a car driving up towards you, vehicle front. If it's at a high speed, warning shots fired. If it's not, car halting. Quite nice and self-explanatory and basic. If you feel like the car is danger, then, as in it's driving before you, or it's someone stopped it before your tiny roadblock and they've gotten out and bailed, you need to radio in potential IED and do not engulf the car, obviously, because it's a suspicious vehicle. Yes, I'm going to move us away from the fucking choppers.
Good one.
Right. Right. I'm just going to teleport us to the nearest city. Right, I'm kind of glad that worked. I was half expecting to teleport Brown.
Hang on. I got it.
Be too loud now. We'll see the choppers, but it'll be fine. Right, if you want to start forming a staggered column on this road. Actually, no. We'll move up a tiny bit further so we've got more road to deal with.
Hang on, Hayes, I'll be right back with you lot, alright?
Right. Okay, sorry, I forgot to mention something. I just form bimble again, it's fine. Tactical bimble. As soon as the car has stopped and the first and second person has done the initial sweep, and the third person is coming into contact with a civilian, keep walking up the road so that Delta Fire Team is the one engulfing it. Normally it's the person talking to the civilian doesn't move, it's just everyone else that moves, just so that Charlie Fire Team can start providing security from the way it came, just in case there is a follow-up, or if there is another vehicle from behind, and the rear two guys can watch the rear if necessary, okay? Does this make sense? Alright, very happy.
We're moving off, I guess.
Yeah, sorry, I don't do warnings, I just hope you follow. Right, if you want to start forming up a Simple staggered column across here, as if you're patrolling this town. Preferably a fire team at the back and a fire team at the front, not fire team either side of the road.
On the rear.
Is the crowd back yet?
I don't think so.
Okay, no. You want to be facing the way we just came.
Oh well.
So it's Charles up front then.
Yep.
Whatever.
What the fuck's going on?
What the fuck? I don't know.
Oh wait, we're actually missing a guy. That explains a lot. Right, order of march. Charlie in the front and Delta in the back. We'll do it like that.
Alright, pulling back,
Charlie,
I
can
guess.
you just pass us, please? Or I guess Delta will just follow.
Charlie to the front. Charlie to the front. Or Delta. Oh yeah, Delta fall back. That's fine too. Right. So normal coin rules here. You're walking along this road, making sure you stop traffic. As soon as you come into contact with a car, Donahoe will, or whoever's point at the time, will signal for the car to stop. Donahoe and Naylor will do the initial search on the individual and on the car. Once that is complete, the rest of the section continues to move up, and if the section commander is talking to the civilian, you let him do so. If the section 2IC is talking to a civilian, let him do so. If at any... No, he's back, is he? He's back, alright. If at any point you feel uncomfortable talking to the civilian just because you don't know what to say, or you feel like you might offend him, call for the section commander. Just fucking hell. Sort yourselves out, gents. Come on.
Hang on. Alright.
Right, so Donahoe right, Naylor left, Karenlick right,
there you go.
Johnson left, Worrell right, VB left, Boss right, Coplioni left, and Watson right. There we go. Right, who doesn't know their left and right?
Oh, Coplioni, switch around. You were on the right side. Wait.
Right.
Oh, were you really trying to pull that? Right, as I was saying, if you ever feel uncomfortable talking to a civilian and you feel like you might offend him, say something wrong, or even reveal a military position, because someone did this last operation, contact our guys. Never do this. Contact your IC or 2IC, whoever's closest, and he can deal with it appropriately, okay? Do not under any circumstances talk to the person if you do not know what to ask him. Does this make sense? Alright, good.
Yep.
Give me a second. I'm just going to step aside and get into a civilian car. Right? Yes. I won't do IED just yet. It'll just be a normal one for now, okay? I'm assuming because it's conventional, these civilians are Western, or sorry, these Eastern,
Eastern European,
Eastern European, that's the word I want, and they do not have an intent to blow up the rest of NATO because they probably want a membership into NATO anyway. So assume that no civilian vehicle has an IED, but don't take my word for it. All right. Okay. All right, Karenlick. Once you see me look like I'm playing on myself, you can start going ahead.
Alright. Alright, section, start moving.
Oh, hold. Make space.
This man holding.
There's actually vehicles coming towards us.
Yeah, alright, come on, step up to side strut.
Yeah, let FSS get through.
Let him get through.
I just want to stop him. Always let MOD vehicles that you can confirm. If it's an enemy vehicle, blow it the fuck up.
Back on the road, lads.
I think I spotted that before you all fucking got run over.
This man moving off.
Go.
Moving.
Keep moving.
Moving?
Fucking wrong. Good for fun, the haste.
Last man moving.
Number can't fucking hit. Sorry, not man. No, fucking don't know. Need to get onto yelling, mate.
Get on yelling, mate.
Vehicle.
Vehicle front.
Vehicle front.
Alright, section holds.
Action halls.
Holding.
I know, get on the road, mate. Where the fuck is he?
So we probably starting a bit early.
Now.
He's coming over here.
Here he is.
Alright, hold him right there. Give him a sign to hold. Hold your vehicle!
Eagle.
Alright, Nella. Dunno, go ahead, check him out. Don't let him through, don't let him through. Hold your vehicle! Hold your vehicle!
Step out the vehicle, please.
User joined your channel.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Do you mind if I quickly have a search of your vehicle before we talk to you?
By all means.
Thank you.
User left your channel.
Johnson on me.
User joined your channel.
Alright, moving.
User left your channel.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Last man moving.
So can you just tell me where you are coming from and where you're going to?
I've just come from my home. I live the building just there, that red house.
World just to the corner.
Yeah, Roger. Where are you going to, sir?
Just to the supermarket out in the next town and a half ahead.
There's a supermarket right down in town on that.
It's out of stock of the stuff I want.
Alright, so, yeah, is there anything in your vehicle that I should know of? Fucking hell.
No.
Any kind of contraband?
Oh, no, no.
Alright. Do you mind if we just have a quick look in your trunk?
Go ahead.
Alright, Naylor.
Yeah. Empty.
Alright, perfect. So you're good to go.
Very much.
Action,
spare
make some
wheel.
space.
Make
Off
space.
the road.
The Delta should have pushed on past there.
Alright, section back on the road, let's keep going.
Back on the road.
Back on the road.
Moving.
Moving.
Last man
Alright,
moving.
section hold.
Hold.
Action hold.
Hold.
Right, gents, listen in. Whoever said that Delta should have moved down was absolutely correct. Once the initial search has been done, so Donahoe's wiped it with his fucking Valent, found no IEDs or anything like that. The rest of the section does need to move down to compensate for the area gained by the civilian, so to speak, to reclaim it as MOD territory. Also, to make sure that some security is towards the front, so that's because when a vehicle is in the middle, most likely that Delta fire team can't see shit down the road. We need more firepower to the front, and we've got some firepower to the rear. Since we just came from the rear, we haven't heard any civilians or any vehicle interaction from the rear. We can safely say that the rear will not be jumped at any moment at a point. And if it is, we can act accordingly, okay?
Yep.
Right, if... That was a very nice, easy, simple one, okay? If, for whatever reason, the IC or 2IC feels like the civilian is lying about any of his intentions, such as not having contraband in his vehicle and suddenly finding out that he has contraband, yet the civilian is still willing to cooperate, first thing he does is detain him with cable ties. At that point, there is basically an ARD up of the area, okay? You make sure that the road in which you're going is secure, the road in which you came is secure, and any other potential access points, such as the road to the left here and the road to the right there, just in case someone comes and thinks, I can get him out. Right. Other than that, that was very well done. Just make sure that the whole section is mobile, because you had so many guys to the rear that were looking at buildings or stuff that was a little bit static, and only 2 guys looking front. And since one of them was always searching a vehicle at one time, there's only 1 rifle pointing forward. Okay.
Yep.
Hence why you get the whole fire team to go through again. Okay. Check the map quickly, just to see if carrying on down this road is still viable. Yes, it is. Okay.
For a long while.
Oh, fuck.
Right.
Ace.
Yes.
Does Delta just move past Charlie, or does Charlie keep moving?
Charlie keeps moving, except the person talking to the individual, okay?
Yeah, okay.
You compensate for the lack of the person, so to speak, alright?
Yeah, right.
Never at any moment should the individual be left alone. Yeah? So if the IC suddenly says, I need to go on LRR, IC says to IC, take over section command, and Naylor, for example, watch the civilian, for example, okay? If a civilian is left alone, God knows what he does, alright? If you keep going down this road, we'll do another form of interaction. I just want to see how it goes, okay? If you're not encountering a car, I'm going to hope you understand how the procedure works. It is almost the same thing. Stop. You make sure the civilian's hand goes behind their head, just in case they are armed with legal weaponry, let alone illegal weaponry. And you push on through so that the IC, 2IC, or whoever's going to talk to a civilian can talk to them whilst in a secure area, okay?
Alright.
Nice and easy.
Let's go. Halo?
Yeah, wait for space in Cranley.
Fuck you. Move in.
Moving.
Yep, seen.
Moving.
Keep going, keep going.
Over.
Last man moving.
Fucking game snogging. Fucking. Myself. Alright, Donahoe. Yeah, seen.
Civilian front.
Billy front. Alright, Delta, Charlie's gonna search this vehicle. Please go ahead, push past as soon as you are holding. Alright, Charlie, hold.
Roger.
Hello,
Hold
sir,
in.
is that your vehicle? Nail it. Oh, it's not.
Are we clear to push past?
Sir, would you please step over here to us?
Would this shows up?
Holding.
Alright, let's move past Delta.
Alright, Nail it, Donahoe, start searching.
Coral, start moving. Come on.
Go on,
Last man
Delta,
moving.
start passing by.
Can I ask where you've come from, sir?
Just
I'm not moving yet.
Yep.
Yeah,
Hence where you going?
Well,
I was just walking up to.
Say again?
Passing you,
I saw this
Johnson.
ambulance here.
People inside the vehicle.
Is it usual for you to just approach vehicles like this? I don't know.
I did out of immersion. I did not spawn that vehicle in. It's been there for a while. Ignore it.
Okay.
Alright. Alright. Okay. Yeah.
Do you have a nearest hospital is, sir?
No, I do not.
Okay. Have you lived
Oh,
here
no,
long?
ignore the
Do you know
vehicle.
the area well?
Oh,
Nope.
okay.
I've only just moved in actually. Then you came.
Okay. Can I ask, have you got anything on you, sir, that may be deemed
Have a
contraband?
quick look. Nope. You can have a look if you want.
Yeah, okay. Can you just put your hand in here so I can have a quick look?
Yep.
Oh, Watson.
Okay. It seems all good.
holding.
Holding.
Johnson, come on. Go to where you
Oh, I didn't think Delta pushed past. I thought it was.
Past.
So where's
Back.
where is your go, sir?
I was just going
Yeah,
down.
but
I was
it's
going
never
for a walk
perfect.
into the woods.
Okay, well,
So,
don't know the area, but
Holding.
be careful going through woods, there might be wolves.
Very well.
you
Thank
go.
you, sir.
If the 2IC
May I go?
says we
Yeah, you can
move
go.
fast, then we
Sure.
move fast. Just
move
I'm
off.
fucking confused by the ambulance.
Yeah.
Move off, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Supposed to push past, or is it Charlie supposed to push past?
I was ordered to.
Understood.
I've got people inside it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, guys. Keep your security up.
A broken back windscreen.
Straight on, that'd be real.
Yeah, Roger. Alright, section, we're moving here, right. Delta, sorry, Charlie, let's go. Delta, fill in the rear.
On the move.
Hold
to
spacing.
Roger, passing you.
Moving.
Right, gents. Things to work on. As soon as a civilian is in your
No.
contact, hands on head immediately. Yes.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Fucking
Otherwise, I will punish you. Okay. You can get onto the fun stuff once you've got this stuff properly done, okay? Because I do want to cover stuff like public order and dealing with civilians when contact happens, okay?
Yep,
So
Roger.
hold.
Hold. Section
Now.
hold.
Just form up properly. I can't get rid of that ambulance, sadly, so I do apologise.
Dude's very shifty looking.
Yeah.
Very
Can we
sure
next time
fucking
have
make it go
Charlie push
bye-bye.
past so
just sitting there.
Delta can fill in?
They do look really
Yeah,
fishy,
Roger.
don't they? Yeah, I'm sorry about this ambulance. I didn't know what it was doing here. 12 and I just left it alone.
Alright.
Right.
Oh,
Can we
goodbye,
fix the
ambulance.
tag, please?
Oh,
It's gone.
Aye.
It's
done.
gone.
Magic ambulance.
okay then. Feel free to move off when you're ready, mate.
Alright, boys, let's go.
On the move.
Moving.
Move in.
Moving.
Moving.
What is the Krankenwagen?
Moving.
It's gone.
The Krakenwagen was magically disappeared.
Krankenwagen.
Up Mike.
Last man moving.
Up Mike. Hayes.
What Mike and hey.
Vehicle front.
Vehicle front.
Vehicle front.
Across the top of a crescent hill like this probably isn't a good idea.
Got balls of steel.
Last man holding.
Alright, come on.
Step on
Alright.
the vehicle, please.
Anaho, Naylor, give the quick seat.
Hands on your head, please.
Let's prepare to move.
Hands on your head.
Hands on your head, sir.
Prepare to move.
Section move.
Right, Charles, let's get moving.
Moving.
Last man
Well,
moving.
someone push Charlie past in a second after we searched it. Naylor, search him. Danaho, give the fucking car a sweep.
Have you got anything on you that may be considered contraband?
Holding.
Sir?
Last man holding.
Let's keep moving it.
Have you got anything on
Stay
on
closer.
you that may be considered contraband?
Alright, moving.
Do you mind
Alright,
passing
Johnson,
quickly?
follow me up.
Wagen ist gut.
Last man
Why
moving.
do you mind, sir? Can I ask?
Personal space.
Okay, I just keep your hands
Johnson,
on the
Danaho,
vehicle.
keep up security to the front.
Yes, my hands are
Is
on
there
my
anything
head.
is there anything in the vehicle that may be considered contraband?
No.
Crown, he doesn't want to be searched.
Again?
He doesn't
That's
want
all.
to be searched. He says he has to respect his personal space.
We have to respect his personal space.
Holding.
I just saw that he had a gun on him, so, sir, do you have a license for that?
License?
License for your gun.
I don't know what license means. I didn't have
You
a
don't
gun
know
in
what
my.
license
I
means.
didn't have.
Sir,
I didn't have a
right
gun in
now
my
you are
hand.
posing a threat to us, so we will search you.
Okay.
Right, Naylor, give him a sweep. Answer,
he has a
security
pistol.
front, come on.
Sorry.
Other side of the
confiscate
car.
Pistol. Crown, look.
Again?
He has pistol 9mm. Shall I confiscate?
Yeah, confiscate it. Alright, sir, anything else I need to know about you and your car? Where are you going? Where are you coming from?
I was
Do you have
going
any
to
other
town.
contraband?
No, what's in the car?
What is your deal in town?
Family matters.
Family matters. Alright, Naylor, did you take a look in this trunk?
I'm looking for it now.
Go ahead.
I take my hands down since you've taken everything
Yes,
off me.
go ahead.
Also push past.
There I need to stay right here.
Yes, I'm staying still.
The car seems empty.
Car seems empty.
Checking cargo. Being thorough with it.
Oh, no, pushing past.
Spare wheel, no inventory.
Are you talking, Gronlik?
No
I can't hear
explosives,
you.
nothing like that. Just has a spare tire, nothing else in vehicle. I think it's pretty common that you need a gun license no matter what country it's in.
Again?
I think it's common that any country you need a license for a gun.
Alright, sir, since you don't keep your gun.
Is that
But
it?
you are free to move on. Yes, that's it.
Okay.
I have one question, sir.
Yes.
Could you ask me where you got this gun from?
And it was shoot.
No, the guy at the supermarket has a store under his
Which
desk,
supermarket?
kind of. That one just there.
Okay.
I was actually returning the pistol because he didn't sell me any fucking bullets, so.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Right.
Doesn't follow me.
Alright.
And pass. Delta.
And pass.
Move out.
Alright, come on, guys.
So if you had a gun but no
Hey,
license,
Gronlik, was that you trying to talk over the radio?
Moving.
Yes, can you hear me now?
No.
For fuck's sake. Alright. Yeah, moving past you, Johnson.
Capleone.
Okay, back
Last
to
man
down.
moving.
Alright. Action, moving around.
Delta move left a bit and right a bit, so
Alright,
Charlie
boss.
can push past.
Delta, take point.
Oh, never mind. Just flip 180 and let's move.
Upside of the roads, you two at the front.
Yeah.
Moving.
Or you move past Garlic.
Holding for spacing.
Moving.
Gear face off. Magazine
You say it's off.
Gear
Magazine's
face off.
loaded.
Magazines. Air plugs in.
Holding.
Grenade.
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 Man down, man down.
And
Fucking hell.
Don't
grenade.
Back up. You alright, mate?
Me.
Johnson, you're bleeding.
Nila. Me.
I'm bleeding.
Gonna watch the road.
Yeah, Johnson, you're bleeding.
Yeah, same. Guys, can we get fucking zoo seals?
For fuck's sake.
You meant forward. Watch forward. Everyone
What
else
just
watch
happened?
right.
Yeah, it was. Who the fuck threw that?
User left
User
your joined your channel.
Threw a grenade.
Johnson.
Fucking hell. Can you run? Alright,
Oh, you know
mate,
what? Alright,
just
hang
respawn
on.
it. Just respawn, mate. I'll fucking teleport you in. I do, but it's not active. I don't have it on. Yeah, I know.
Who the fuck wants Zeus?
Why can't I find Worrell?
Hang on, let me do it.
Okay.
Whoa, that was me.
That was Donahoe.
What the fuck is?
The fuck is Worrell on this list? Oh,
What the fuck is VDB doing here?
he's just watching. He's watching us cock up. That's what he's doing.
He's in that fucking tree.
Found him. There we go. Wait, what? Where'd he go?
Useful.
What the fuck
Good.
is this then?
Right, is anyone else need teleporting after respawn?
I'm good. I'm just
I'll manage. I'll manage.
Right.
Taking that smoke grenade.
Fucking hell.
Boss.
What?
I've got the bell on stake point.
Yeah. Delta, get in the order of march.
Yeah. Never just drop a quick.
Holding.
If you're a service, you would somewhere.
Alright, boys. Moving. I'm taking points. Apparently.
Taking
What now?
Holding.
Holding. Never mind.
I don't hold on.
Right here.
Are we clear to move?
Moving.
Taking rear, Johnson.
Whoops.
Gronlik,
Very
can we
in
move?
front.
I wouldn't put
You got
Johnson
the
in
MG,
rear.
Yeah, go on.
so I'd say stick him rear.
Yeah.
They're in front.
Give you right.
When?
Alright.
Some are on the move.
You're on the wrong side, Cranley.
Yeah.
Last
fucking
man.
pass
Oh,
me.
where you are?
Upside
So
down.
stand still.
Yep.
I'm to move up.
I need you to put your hands on your head.
Brilliant.
Yep.
Johnson, move up.
Delta, keep moving.
Alright, so we're just gonna go and check you real quick. Sorry about this, we need to just make sure that there's no issues in the area. So if you'll stand by, would you be free to be searched?
There you go.
Would you mind if I search you?
Not really.
Keep moving.
Sir, would you mind if I search you? I'm going to search you then, sir.
Fair enough.
Alright, sir, thank you very much. You're good to go. If you want to go ahead and put your hands off your head now, you can keep pushing past us, alright? Contact!
Contact! Contact left!
That's why I wasn't talking to me.
Fucking hell.
Moving!
Delta baseline front.
Contact our
Delta
building.
move up. Up it's raised.
Ah,
Contact
fuck.
down.
Magazine.
We're right down the building to you.
Baseline front.
Baseline front.
Baseline
Dead.
front.
Ours to me. Let's put bound up. Let's provide security. Let's move.
Push.
Bound.
Pounding.
Roger. What the fuck is wrong with man?
Alright, set.
Dead.
One watching Civi.
Bounding!
Holding.
Landing.
Come on, let's move up.
Set!
Dead.
Ours
Yep.
bound.
Yep, yep.
It's bound.
Guys, I'm alone.
Moving.
You're not alone.
Watching Civi.
Dead.
Bounding!
Holding.
Set!
AOD
Dead.
on this square. Or
Pushing
T-junction.
towards our rear. Vehicle
Car-
front,
car
vehicle
back.
front, come out towards us.
Vehicle rear.
It's to our
fucking
rear.
hell.
Alright, block the Vig. Block the Vig.
So please hold your vehicle. Hold your vehicle, please.
Delta move fast.
We don't have Charlie to back us up, boss.
Charlie, can you
Please
assist
hold your vehicle,
Delta?
then
We
get
are
it up.
holding a vehicle as of this time.
Alright, so just please step out the vehicle for us. Alright, take a few steps to the right side, and then could you please put your hands
Delta
on your
move
head
fast.
for us? Thank you, sir. I'm gonna go check his vehicle now.
Everything okay?
Yeah, so we just need to check your vehicle. There's nothing
I
wrong.
was concerned.
Well, there's nothing wrong. We just need to make sure that your vehicle's fine.
Yeah, we'll all check the Vig. Do you have anything illegal in your vehicle?
No.
Do you have anything illegal on yourself?
No.
Am I
Holding.
clear to check you?
Yes, by all means, if that would help.
Yeah, Roger. Alright, we got road security apparently.
How's his vehicle looking?
He's clear. I'm just doing the
Vehicle
ADX
front.
check.
Roger. That's me when you're done.
Yeah.
Inlet took up position
Where
8.
are you going?
I was just coming to see what all the bullets was from. I'm actually quite local.
Okay.
Is everything okay?
Yeah,
From-
everything is under control. You're clear to continue moving.
Very well, okay.
Johnson, keep an eye on that city we detained.
Alright, what did I miss,
Move
man?
fast.
Did I move past? Boss, what did I miss?
Yeah, we had a contact. Some random guy just opened fire on
Depends
us.
that vehicle.
Yeah. Saw that.
We reacted and bounded past. No contacts or friends of him. So, and then the vehicle arrived. So,
Yeah, alright. Let's
So
fucking get
much.
that other guy.
Delta, let's turn around.
Right,
Vehicle
Charlie,
goes
let's
back.
go. Let's
Delta, turn around.
Turning around.
Get an order of march. Gotta patch myself.
They move fast.
Let him pass.
Alright, come on, boys. Let's go. Back it over.
Listen.
Johnson, let me go
Alright,
first.
moving.
Last man moving.
Okay, bye.
It's
He's
disappeared.
gone.
Fix
Alright,
the
section hold.
switch sides, guys.
Action hold.
Alright,
No.
If it's back on for me.
If it's back on.
Your face back on.
I just form a gag going by this T section. That'll be brilliant.
Delta on him.
Okay.
No, pizda.
that civilian was left alone. It's a good thing he was unarmed, isn't it?
Yep.
Because he would have
He's
shot you
taken
all.
before me.
Yeah, I know. But no one was keeping an eye on him. I mean, the civilian was out running on his own. He'd take his arms down, he could pull out an AK and fucking shoot you all in the back without noticing. You responded to the contact well enough. However, in a Fibia situation, you don't want to all commit all your assets. Yeah? Especially when you've got someone detained already. Because for all you know, he might have been the cue to get you distracted for the guy to start shooting you. Yeah? Right, any questions on what we've done so far? No? All happy with what you've learned?
Yep.
Alright, good. I don't want to see any fucking cock-ups next time someone...
Could you
Right.
just repeat though what we're supposed to do when we take contact when we have a civilian?
At least one person with a civilian at all times. Yeah?
Understood.
Just in case he pulls out a gun so the guy can just go bang bang, fuck off. Yeah?
Can I ask a question? Wouldn't it be two people because you don't leave someone by themselves?
Yeah, I'd suggest that as well. As long as someone's nearby. Because I say one person because in this case he was not too far away from the fire team that was engaging the contact down the road. So as soon as you heard shots behind you, I'm guessing even if he did go down, one person would have turned around and shot him anyway. So I'm just thinking more guns towards the end. You may have to be a bit sacrificial, but even in the case, you would lose one guy anyway. I mean, situation dependent, as Squires would always say. Right. Right, next thing I want to do is a small type of public order, okay? Now, it's going to be pretty hard because I'm going to have a lot of civilians, which I can't all control. And Karenlik, I still don't need you as Zeus just yet. I just want to see how you respond when you take contact from a building and you still need to manage a crowd, okay?
Chronic's bleeding.
Huh?
Chronic's bleeding.
That's alright.
Right, so if you want to take 5 minutes doing whatever, I need to set this up anyway, okay? Once you're back, if you just want to stand, that'd be brilliant, alright?
Perfect time for some PT, guys.
God, I am so fucking tired.
Join the club war.
Oh man. Oh, I wanna just
want to go drink
Well,
alcohol.
you got some company of heroes after training.
Yeah, sure. Let's play some. We played some Blitzkrieg with Caravan recently.
Oh, I downloaded that. I think.
It was fucking awful. It was terrible.
Yeah, yes, boss. It's Caravan.
Hey, get the fuck down from there.
It really was boring though, because the problem with Blitzkrieg is that units die really quickly. So machine guns are ridiculously powerful, which makes Germans ridiculously powerful.
Yeah. Yeah, jeez.
Whatever.
And also it means that if you don't fucking micro units, they're gonna get killed. So not a lot of fun, but maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just because I lost. Maybe that's it.
Okay, on that point, Johnson, I would recommend when you get time in controls, unbind your grenade key and use the ace grenade menu.
Right.
Because that preps grenades and then throws grenades in two directions.
You can throw grenades with the ace keys.
Yeah.
You can just, what you can do is, instead of tabbing G1, make it to tabbing G twice. From grenades.
So I get the grenade out, and then I can left click to throw, right click to cancel, or middle mouse click to cook
Just
it or change
unbind
mode.
G in general,
Yeah.
because you'll only use Shift G anyways. At least that's what I only use.
I think to throw
Same.
quickly.
I don't know since when half
Just
these
do double
buildings
tap
became
G, I'd say.
enterable.
Yeah.
Shift G is fairly quick.
Yeah, Shift G takes just as much time.
Yeah, but you can only walk when you're doing it though, can't you?
No.
You can.
No, you can run.
Do
And
whenever.
sprint.
Oh shit.
No
never mind.
limits. No limits too high.
Ain't no
So
mountain high, you know.
So you're losing this battle war of why you shouldn't use it.
Ain't no valley low. No.
Not that song. No limit. No limits too high.
You're right, VB.
Sort of.
You need to, if you want to respawn, mate, I can teleport you over.
Did you get shot, baby?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Nah,
do
He
that.
started with a grenade.
Oh shit.
Ace, I'm respawning. This is Voss.
You might as well respawn as well, then Cup Downey. It's fine.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay,
Johnson, you
kill
might do the
myself.
same. Since you got bleeding legs, no, keep that opening up.
To be honest here,
Oh!
Charge, Andy.
shot.
There you go. Not in the
Execution.
I'm surprised you didn't pull out your sidearm for
Thank
that.
you.
Warning, next time I just shit myself.
I've already swung. I thought I'm going to kick in.
was me getting shot off a little bit of fucking about.
Fucking
Hello.
carnage, guys.
Oh, stun grenade, I'll have that.
Thank you.
You're back for all the brothers who have died.
Yeah, all back.
Right,
Yep,
I'm
all
going to
back.
spawn in my example Bob quickly, okay?
Is it Tally Bob?
Yes.
This is Bob. Bobby likes to fly. Bobby jumped off the building, and poor Bobby died.
1, 2,
This
3.
is Bob. Say hello to Bob.
Hello, Bob.
Hello,
Fuck
Bob.
you, Bob.
Hello, Bob.
Right.
Bob.
Now, considering I can't Zeus and 12 of my is still restricted generally, you're going to basically be confronted with a load of very, very angry fuckers, okay? Under no circumstances can you shoot them, unless they are armed or posing a threat to you. As in, coin rules, only shoot if you're being shot at, and even then make sure the guy you're shooting is the guy shooting you, okay? In this case, this guy has absolutely fuck all on him. If you don't believe me, you can check him, because I don't have Ares, so I can't give him kit, okay? In the case of public order, where there is loads and loads and loads of civilians being very, very rowdy, angry, and mean to you, under no circumstances are you to be mean back. Are you to tell them to fuck off, or anything like that. In real life, the first thing is, please get back. That's what you say. Obviously, if it's not a Zeus-controlled character, you cannot do that. However, if you go into Ace interactions and then go onto interactions of the character, it says go away. This will make him get up and fuck off. Like how you'd actually... That is how you would deal with the crowd. Obviously, it's a little bit harder with 12 and Mai. I'm guessing if 12 and Mai ever did do this, they would be considered riot leaders. As soldiers and protectors of the peace, so to speak, your job is to find those riot leaders, detain them, and then get them away from the crowd. Not publicly execute them. Not publicly execute them. Get them away from the crowd so that they cannot cause any more havoc, okay? So you can carry on with your job in peace, knowing that no one's shouting insults to you and the whole thing disappears. Now, how you would do this is you're basically forming a 4-man border. Since there's 8 of you, you'd make it a 8-man border with 2 rows. So, Charlie Fire Team, if 3 guys just want to line up next to me, my left. You don't need to worry about spacings unless someone's going to be an asshole and pull a grenade in a crowd, because, well, that's ISIS for you. At all times, your gun is to be lowered unless someone of course, the leader and the person to move off. You're always to be in a walk. If your crowd is moving not quick enough, you have to basically hurry them along by using interactions and keeping it so. Keep an eye on who's to your left, and if you're in the middle, who's to your right as well. Your baseline cannot falter. So if Donahoe, if you could just run up further, you have to assume. No, just stay where you are, Groundlick. Like if this happens, you have to assume you're guarding a military asset, because half the time this happens outside of embassies. As soon as a civilian sees a hole in the gap, guess what they're gonna do? Wobba lobba dub dub. Yeah.
I will fucking shoot him for that.
No, you can't.
Oh,
right. You are literally a second gate, okay? They cannot get past you. So your wall of strength. If you come to a T-junction like this, the second fire team at the rear, so if someone wants to fill in.
Come on, Delta.
Quickly. They stay static until the first fire team has crossed the road to this side, so that they can make sure that this area is clear. As soon as that is done, the remainder of the fire team looks down the T-junction, okay? Upon the section commander's advice, if the crowd on this side is quite small, for example, and is dispersed quickly enough, they may continue in the 2-row formation down the road. However, if it's the other way around, then you turn around accordingly, okay? Benefits of junctions like this: if at any point the civilian comes into contact and is shot, it becomes your responsibility to make sure they feel all better. A place like this is almost perfect because you can keep them down, a CMT can step out the formation, treat them, and have them get on the way, whilst the 2 fire teams, are providing security, okay? Anyone got any questions?
Nope, okay.
Alright, for the first exercise, you're going to be afraid it's going to be on, there will be no active contact. I just want to see you disperse the crowd, okay? Now, in order to do this, yes, it will be very tedious, but that's how it works. If you want to start that's fine. There will be a couple of riot leaders in there, okay? Using your cable ties, you detain them and you pull them to one side and you leave a pair or one person, whatever, with them. Cable tied.
Question?
Yes.
Do we then bring the detained to the center?
User left your
Or,
channel.
Normally you stay static actually, but in the case of mobility, it will say yes, you have them escorted, and at any point a radio comes in saying, we've got an asset available to take out any prisoners, then you can do so, okay?
Eagle front.
Ready?
Oh.
I can hear a
Yeah,
vehicle.
we go front.
Disperse.
Right.
Oh, it's
User
MOD, let them
left
do
your
this shit.
channel.
Oh, they're fucking off that way, okay.
Good real life practice.
Right,
I say we
next
should have
thing.
stopped him.
Next thing. If at any point your barricade, as in you meet a civilian roadblock, this is a block created by wrecked cars, garbage, stuff like that, that obstructs the road. Obviously, we cannot clean that road, however, we need to make sure that our fire team can get on the other side of it, so that their gained ground, so to speak, becomes our gained ground. In order to do so, you basically form a tiny staggered column, a pair either side of the road, and you go around it. And then you reform your blockade. It's quite funny because people think it's effective when actually it's not. So prove that blockade is ineffective, it might disperse a couple of people and might even turn some leaders away, okay? Anyone got any questions?
Native.
Right, on approach, you might want to stick to your staggered column system just in case a car does come down the road at any random point. Well, once you start realizing, oh, this is a public order moment, ICs or two ICs, whoever's first up, normally the IC, whoever can see it first, will shout public order, as in the drill, which is an instant moment that the Charlie fire team needs to, or Delta fire team, whoever's closer to the public order situation, forms up their 4-man baseline along the road, and Delta forms up the rear, okay? Whoever's at the rear does need to spend time at times turning around to make sure no one comes up behind them wanting to shank them the next day, and make sure the people at the side
User
are constantly
joined your
looking down
channel.
any alleyways, so on and so forth, okay?
User joined your channel.
Anyone got any real questions before doing this, alright? Remember, Windows key,
User left
Windows
your
key
channel.
interactions
User
go
joined your
away will
channel.
disperse the crowd. Make sure one person, or at least a group of people doing it at once to make the job easier, but not everyone at once, otherwise you'll just lose your firepower, okay? Something for the IC and 2IC to consider, okay? You are going to be going up northwestward, so not down the main road, but up the hill, okay?
Yep.
If your BFAs aren't on, I will shoot you with an AI, and just because I told you not to have them off, right? So just give me a second. I need to actually make a public order situation.
Yeah,
Make sure everyone's set to
section,
go.
base, fucking second column, northwest, on the road.
Oh no, which way's no? Up the hill.
That way.
Okay.
Yeah,
Up the hill.
Up the hill.
Downhill, get in front of me.
Go front.
Yep. Naylor, left side. What the fuck is that in front? Here. Johnson, left side. There you go.
Sorry for any frame drops.
Yes, just a bit now.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh god, I see them all up there.
Yeah.
So many of them. Why do they all look Muslim? Oh wait, this is in Europe.
Offer them a job laying bricks and they'll disperse very quickly.
Feel free to set off when you're ready.
Roger.
Alright, ready.
Section, let's go.
On the move.
Fucking hate you, Haze, by the way.
Move in.
Bet the feeling's mutual, Crown like.
Can we use smoke grenades as tear gas?
No.
Holding. Move in.
Can you use flashbangs to get really rowdy?
Moving.
We'll see.
Jesus, how many people has he spawned in?
Yeah, Jesus.
Lot, fucking hell.
Last man moving.
Yeah.
Public order!
Public order.
Public
Delta
order.
baseline.
Move in front.
On the baseline. Johnson, fill in, come on. Alright, let it walk, boys. Let's go. Guns down.
Baseline on me, Delta.
Rubbish.
Hurried up.
That's with it, Johnson. Got decent makes this hard.
York where they go left side.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really awkward to
Spacing.
go left.
No, and I right side.
Then behind
Into
you,
the
the last
spacing.
second.
Again?
We're all
Barricade
going right
front.
side, you can't get in left.
Get out of here!
Fuck you!
Yep, alright, you've already failed.
Oh, yeah, right.
Jesus.
Alright, motherfucker, let's go.
Fuck off, you ain't stopping me.
Action, no.
Freedom of speech!
What's freedom of speech? Get over here.
Fuck
Hands
off.
up. Hands up.
Fuck off. You won't contain the freedom.
We'll fucking detain you. Come on, guys. Time to go away.
Will I start dispersing?
Start dispersing.
Dispersing. Go away.
Go away.
You're not
Get
stop our
back.
resolve.
Go
Come
away.
on, let's go. At the walk, boys.
Go away.
Go away.
Go away.
Hey, you
Go
got priest, hold
Francis
right there.
Go away. Moving up.
The baseline
Come
on
on,
the road.
Yep.
Move
Wait
up,
for
move up.
baseline.
This line on
Away.
the road.
Baseline,
Line.
come on.
One, missing one. In line. Go away. All gone left.
Yep, we're gonna go left.
I'll hold while you. We've got people right side
It's
as
the
well.
baseline a bit.
Yeah, let's disperse them, alright? Johnson, go ahead, disperse them.
Left.
Guys, my priest.
You're a religious shit.
Alright, everybody
you
hold
are.
here.
Excuse me, sir. There's no need for that foul language.
Let's keep moving.
Fuck off.
Never mind.
Wow.
Does all.
Alright,
I'm
Johnson, back on.
offended. I thought you were a man of religion and peace. You should not be
Alright,
swearing.
section,
like
let's go.
You're not a man
Delta
of
Villain,
peace yourself. You are a pathetic man. You are
I am
a
a man.
pathetic
Somebody get
little
him.
man.
that. I'm a man of
Fuck.
peace.
Sir, hold
Rather.
right there.
I'm fucking off, mate.
Jesus.
Alright,
Go away.
fuck off.
Better move on.
Go
Charlie.
away.
Go away.
Go away. Shame.
Come on.
Shame.
Fuck. These guys aren't moving.
Shame.
Hey.
Rest them.
Go away, come on.
Rest them.
Alright.
They've
They
got away.
moved. Yay!
They moved. Magically.
User
fuck are
left
they?
your channel.
Hello?
They
They're
disappeared.
dispersed.
Dispersed.
Okay, Alec.
Right, listen in. Right, well done. Well done for handling that. You did fail to get the screamer, of course, but that was me being a dick.
Nearly had you, actually.
Did you, to an extent, enjoy that? Because that is what public order is.
Woo!
Pretty good.
Right, I'm gonna equip some of the civilians with practice grenades. You just have to simulate them as stones. They're not grenades, okay? They will explode, but they will not damage you. Just they are stones. You still cannot engage on them, okay? It does get a little bit more hectic, all right?
For purposes of immersion, can we use smoke grenades as tear gas?
EDB, yes.
What?
Please.
What?
You now that
Yeah.
you've witnessed what you have to do, it'll be fucking brilliant.
Alright.
There'll be 2 people now. There'll be 2 leaders in this case. Find them. They'll be the one throwing smoke grenades at occasional times.
Throwing smokes, oh.
Smoke grenades, yeah, we'll throw smokes at you because we can easily just vape a lot and then put it in a bag. Okay.
What way do you want us to continue, though?
Sorry?
What way do you want us to continue? Up this
Once,
road, or-
yeah, we'll just turn around. I'll set up another. We'll just use that same blockade again. Okay.
Alright.
VDB, if you want to, I'll spawn a load of civilians. If you just want to pick one and then equip it with
As in you
practice
bleed 'em.
grenades.
User left your
You bleed
channel.
more.
No, Karanik's having his period.
Yeah, I'm
None of you
bleeding
there.
again.
Can
we not use smoke grenades as tear gas?
Yes, we will.
Yeah, no, that's what I was doing.
God.
Yeah. I put them just by the road they've walked up. If you want to.
I think Hayes is currently sucking off.
User joined your
VDB.
channel.
I'm not paying attention.
User left your channel. User
No, I
joined
can't
your
hear him.
channel.
Right, boys.
Hey, Voss.
Hello.
Cable ties is ace menu, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Alright.
User joined your
Go
channel.
to interactions of someone. And then you
just
should
do
be
it on
able
Voss.
to do it.
No,
No, you
just do it on
can't do
Voss.
it on each other.
Oh,
Can't
yeah.
do it on each other. Try me.
Aww.
Is?
Damage
Well,
right.
Neymar, you can't.
So if you flashbang them, you can.
No,
I
do
can-
not.
I
You
can put
cannot
Kale Taz on you
flashbang.
if you want Naylor. If you know.
Alright,
No, I'm
guys.
with Voss.
Civi Rear,
No.
Civi Rear, Civi Rear.
Severe.
Hello, have you seen my cousin, please?
Jesus.
He's right here.
Mohammed?
Right here.
I might know him. Is your cousin's name?
What
Mohammed?
man?
Oh, never mind. His cousin's name's Mohammed.
We use tear gas?
No, you are not police.
Can we send Chronic and ask first?
No.
But can't disperse enough people.
And there's a box, by the way, VDB, by the massive crowd. That should everything. I can't spawn people in.
Ooh, I see all the people. I mean, I definitely don't see all the people. You priest again. Man of religion who is not a man of religion.
Come on, guys, keep your shit together.
Connor, can you do your period? Stick your tamp on it.
You might want a backpack as well.
Oh,
Hey, that
no.
was my line, Naylor. You stole my line. Not my line.
I'll patch up his vagina.
Thank you.
You stole my line.
You always bleeding like this?
Yes, once every month.
Oh my.
Oh, gee.
Oh, you're one of those people.
What do you call it? Doctor addicted to drugs. Quackhead.
Hey.
Cool, Do I look like a fucking duck to you, motherfucker?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good question.
See, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. I don't like the name crazy.
B, you set to go?
I prefer quackers.
There's a box. There's a box by the sign.
Oh, that was funny. That one was.
Donahoe, please shoot me.
I can do it for you if you want.
Holy fucking shit, you guys.
Why isn't Chronic?
At the moment, he's sort of my. I see. I'm really confused what's going on. But Karen,
After VDB, he's around there somewhere.
No, VDB's not here.
Oh, he wants me to shoot him. Can I do so?
No, I'm sick of the bad jokes.
I got an even better one for you if you want, Naylor. I got an even better one if you want to hear it.
Let's hear it.
Someone asked it. Why did the chicken cross the road?
Alright, you can start moving.
Alright, boys.
Delta, get on the rear of Charlie.
Come on.
If you want to swap out whoever went last time to go first.
You go
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, good idea.
Alright,
Delta, go first.
Delta, go first.
What the fuck?
Is this B phase on or off phase?
Ow.
On.
Staggered, call
Nice.
him.
I've just cut myself.
I'd rather double check.
Nice.
Staggered? Okay. My
I
bad.
think he's
Alright,
it's
probably off. Just
Me and
sorry on.
BB
So
at the front.
probably off.
We're gonna die first.
Prepare to move.
Try to move.
Fair to move.
Move.
Moving.
Go right.
First one moving.
All in, Naylor. All in.
Last man moving.
Vehicle roadblock.
Wait, not. Moving.
Passing you.
okay.
Roadblock front.
Killer right on the road, please.
Get a baseline front. Baseline.
Baseline front.
The man, the priest with the backpack on is one of them.
I wasn't at practice.
Yep.
Baseline.
Yeah,
Backpack
practice,
is
mate.
an instigator.
Baseline.
Get seen.
Baseline, come on. Public order.
Just walking into
Go to
grenade.
baseline.
This feels wrong.
Clever. On in line.
Prepare
Moving
to
forward,
cross
right.
obstacle to the left.
Left.
To the right.
There's another priest there as well.
AFCO on the side.
Go away.
Move away.
Go
away.
You are to move
Move
away.
Fucking animal.
away.
Fucking
Sir, put your hands on your head.
Move.
Put your hands on
Fucking
your head. Sir,
right.
you're the priest. Put your hands on your head.
Put your hands on your head.
Done with that
Move
sort of
away.
thing.
Move away.
Put your hands
Move.
on me.
fucking butchers.
Move away.
Away.
Go away.
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 Go away.
Away.
Civilians behind us.
Nice.
Go away.
Alright, Charlie.
Move.
baseline up again.
Do not break, lads. We must stop them.
Go away.
Away.
Careful now.
Away.
You
Fucking
priest.
pig.
Priest, get over
Reform
it. Put your hands on your
baseline,
head. Put your hands on your
Delta.
head.
Fuck
Yeah,
off.
let me shift
Sir,
it.
Move
put your
away.
hands on your head now. Put your hands on your head now.
Behind.
Yep.
Move away.
Moving
Move
past.
away.
Moving past.
Move away.
Down with that sort of thing.
Away.
God, my
Go
friend's
away.
tanking.
Move.
Go away. Don't get
Come on.
down. Go away.
Don,
Don't
move.
get down. Go away.
We are. Fuck.
Go away.
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 Go away.
Fucking butchers.
You sit with the backpack. Put
Fucking
your hands on
hell.
your head. Put your hands on your head now.
Down
Put
with
your
Ah.
hands on your
religious
head.
views.
Hey, you there, priest. Fucking
Hands
hands
on your
up.
Backpack.
Kill
Hands
you.
up. Hands
Hands
up.
Hands up.
Move.
Turrets.
Put your hands
Hands
up.
up.
Ah, fuck you.
Hands
Hands
up.
up.
Put your hands up.
Hands
Go
up.
away.
Fucking fat
Hands
pig.
up.
Fuck
Hands
off.
up.
Fuck off. Alright.
Do the other priest.
That
Put
was
your hands
easy.
up. Other priest. Put your hands up.
Can you,
Little
Yeah,
priest, put your
fucking
hands up.
animals.
can you
Hands
go
up.
away?
Police brutality. Police brutality.
Down with that sort of thing.
Alright.
To reform baseline front.
Charlie,
Frame
take
bridge.
over.
Hold him with the
Last time
Fucking
taking
hell,
over,
you
Charlie.
fucking pigs. You kill us
Charlie,
all.
baseline up.
Ollie baseline.
I can't.
drop
My,
him.
my game seems
hole.
frozen.
Delta.
I forgot how to drop. Scroll wheel?
scroll wheel.
Fucking animals.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Come on, let's go.
Who's blue? Naylor, come on.
Priest
Yeah,
in front.
I've
Come
got
on,
about 3
guys,
FPS
baseline
right
up.
now.
Hey, you there, priest.
Go
Fuck
away.
off.
Go away.
Come on, go away. There you go.
Line.
Shit.
Move away. Move away.
Another fucking fancy pantsy officer.
Joe's moving.
Come on, go away.
Away.
For fuck's sake.
Move.
Fucking hell, what are you, against religion now? What the fuck?
Go away.
So he's been
Fucking animals.
instigating rebellion. He's been instigating riot here. Come on.
Move.
Yeah,
I can't see
fucking
anything.
animals, all of you. Fucking
guy.
animals.
Alright, someone else carried it.
Hey, you sir, hold right there.
Fuck off.
What'd you say?
Just keep moving, Delta. Let's
Come say that's my
decrease
face,
the,
there you
decrease the
Go away,
space.
go away.
I will. Fuck off.
Do you want me to stand in the center,
my
or
face.
do you want me to stand in the line?
It doesn't matter.
Alright.
Left.
Just keep it like that.
Okay, hold your fucking...
User left your channel.
Stand there.
Fucking petty little shit, you little shit.
Get down on the ground.
Ah, fuck off.
Move.
Right there.
Bye. Bye.
I love you.
Keep moving.
Over there.
User joined your channel.
Hey, I think that's the last crowd there.
Go away.
This is
Go
what
away.
this is.
Go away.
Where the fuck am I?
Aim.
To the right. To
Go
the
away.
right.
Go away.
Crowds are right.
Move away.
Get them.
Aim.
Step back.
Alright, the priest to the
Step
right.
back.
Go away.
Hey.
Put your hands in your head. Priest, put your hands in your head.
Aim.
Put your hands in your head, or we will shoot.
Move, I'll get the rest.
Go away.
I accidentally just joined a different group.
Release our brother.
Away.
Release our brother in fighting.
Go away.
There you go. There you go. Oh, fuck, everybody fucking joined a different group, I think.
Yeah, we were put in different groups.
Wait,
hey,
on
you fucker, fuck off! Hey! Hey, that's...
Jesus.
Hey, you fucking nicked my fucking...
User left your channel.
Wow.
I want to see him just get shot now as well.
The remainder of blue team.
Saw
watch
nothing.
this way.
Where's Vol?
I'm here.
Can I shoot Cronny for being an absolute idiot?
I don't think so.
That's fucking nicked my fucking BFA.
I'll put the priest on
my
the other
fucking
one.
MVG goggles.
You nicked your BFA?
Oh, my fucking MVGs.
Yep, he's back, he's back.
Look at me, soldiers. I'm a unit. Free my friend.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
Free
On the
him.
ground.
Oh, fuck. That's not the free button. No.
I will fucking shoot you.
I've run out of cable ties.
I'm going after him!
Hey, you fucker, let's go. Okay, you know what? Hey, you will be shot if you don't fucking stand there.
See you try, bitch.
Oh.
Free my brother.
On the ground, get him arrested.
Surround him, he has nowhere to go.
Surround.
Get down, get down.
Why,
Hey,
Linda?
what the fuck?
He's escaping, guys. This is not the right.
Anyone have a
User
hotkey?
left your channel.
Anyone got any cable ties?
Oh
Go
no.
away.
Alright, he's gone.
Go away.
Mission filled. We'll get him next time.
Alright, hang on, boss. Get over here, please.
Alright,
Sorry.
that has reminded me to set
Right,
hotkey.
We're gonna move that.
Alright,
Hold
here
on.
we go.
Good hand.
Johnson, Donahoe, get on me. Join my group. Hello, you two.
Thanks for your help, VGB. Down with that sort of thing, yes.
Oh, you fucking bloody fucker. Johnson,
Maintaining
mate.
security. It's very easy to nick stuff. I've had fucking magazines nicked.
In real life?
Fucking jokes, yeah. It's really quite weird actually. Because you're detaining one person, you've got like 4 guys on top of him, and then like a tiny hand slips into your vest, nicks a magazine, and fucking bolts.
Anyone know how to get a quick find for detaining?
User in
Pretty
your
good.
channel timed out.
I just hope 12 of mine do pick up some stuff like this because makes stuff a lot more interesting.
I hope they don't. You tanked my frames.
My frames matter. Hashtag my frames matter.
Hashtag my frames matter.
User joined your channel.
Right, it's VDB. Are you spawning in more civilians or?
No.
Alright, I just haven't deleted them well. Alright, there we go.
Alright.
Right. We'll take another 5 minutes. We'll do it. Just calm down, and we can do some phibio practice. All right.
Woo.
If you pick yourself laughing, you can start.
I will do a fucking fibber, Zeus,
Hey.
and...
Hey,
Yeah.
what about like public order in like if it's like in a supermarket or something? Does anything change?
Not really.
Okay.
Everything will be shouters, and that's the crowd. I was honestly hoping that a single go away would mean one person goes away, not the whole fucking crowd. But okay.
Yeah, that's actually quite handy since pressing go away on a billion dudes is kind of annoying.
There is no quick bind for detaining people.
Nope. That's a shame.
Don't see your hot micing. I thought a fake was
hey,
coming.
do you
but-
want me to set up a fucking compound or just this town?
We'll do it in this town still, so just save movement. We'll practice it on something like the supermarket, actually, just broaden it out.
User joined your
I
channel.
think VDB's gone to watch Brown now that we're done.
User
Awesome stuff.
your channel.
Yeah, VDB's not here anymore.
Did you, did you enjoy the public order training?
It was fucking brilliant, mate.
Yeah.
Right,
You
good.
fucking steal my fucking... Oh, I'm still fucking mad about that, you fucker.
Johnson, join Chronic's team.
Look at what I kind of lost
Go to
myself.
interactions
Come
and
here,
then join his team.
soldiers.
Call Ace interact on his dick.
What?
That's a new backpack worth nicking.
Well, don't,
Says
that's why the
interaction.
MVGs,
Yeah,
that's
there
worth
you go.
like 120 euros.
Right, you know what? I'm gonna just set up some stuff over here.
I know you
Join
could
team.
nick the kite scope of a helmet cam in there. They might be worth a bit.
I'm gonna hit you all anyways.
I've only got a box mag and some medical equipment in my backpack.
User left your channel.
Yes, good handling. Rear guard.
Join Team Blue.
Make sure you're always watching the rear because people will just run up and be. As in, if you weren't watching the rear, not too hard for a civilian to just like sneaky beaky himself up to some lucky Watson, open up MTP rifleman, and then nick his compass because he has that on him.
It's in my backpack.
Chronic, what's in your backpack?
Oh,
Not my fucking MVGs anymore.
You think
Are you sure that's all
it'd
that's
be
missing?
easy to...
One thing I would mention about public orders is that you can't lose it. You need to kind of hold your own because if you start laughing, they'll start doing worse shit because they start becoming the show and the Joker. And the show initially is a load of people, which you don't want. Okay, if the person becomes an entertainer, then the crowd kind of stays.
You know if anyone within the 4th is like good at scripting or anything?
Several people.
Yeah,
I think it would be useful to have a quick bind for detaining.
Yeah, so that he runs up to you. I saw what you were trying to do, Nail. I was like, come up to me, say it to my face. I thought, yeah, all right, I'll just dodge and weave as I'm doing it.
No, the problem was I've run out of cable time, and I had about 3 frames per second.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing in real life. You can actually get hold of someone by just grabbing him and then detaining him. You can't really do that.
Real public
Hey,
order.
do you want some people on the roof too?
No, because we're right outside.
Question, are we just repeating stuff from now on? Are we learning anything new?
We're doing Fibula now, but yeah, I will teach you something new because I don't like how the 4th do Fibula, so I'll actually teach you how the British Army do it.
Fragging?
Fragging, stunning, going green, going red.
No, how British do it? Fragging? Second
not
fragging? Third fragging?
Right,
Building collapsed.
User joined
Last
your channel.
fragging.
Put some sundex in on the spawn and fucking people in a second too.
I don't spawn people just inject. Just,
we got a vehicle.
Is it mod? It's mod, let him alone. It's Cartwright.
Stop him.
Yeah, right.
Vehicle training.
Hang on, I'm bandaging.
Actually, no, it's MOD. You let him pass in vehicle training.
Pass, get out of the road,
Get out of our country! Actually, we should do that. We should arrange with one platoon on Saturdays to do public order, and then we could just have us all as civilians. That would be that would be
good.
That would be fun.
With practice grenades, so they get the pressure, but they'd also start feeling the heat and how intense it can be because people don't comply.
I think we need a tear gas mod as well, so we can just throw smoke grenades.
CS gas.
Warning shot, or was it fucking bad?
That's actually bad. I just fell through because there's no obvious way in ARMA III to actually stop them. Because in the British Army, when they're doing public order, they get riot shields. I mean, you probably all know this from your own local police forces, and they get batons and they hit down the leg. Normally, they hit hard enough on the leaders because they're the ones that are causing the most violence. Eventually, to basically knock out their leg, they can't move or they collapse to the floor, and then vultures to a dead Simba. You know what I mean,
beat the shit out of him.
Yeah. Literally, it's. Well, you know, you've all seen 300, right?
Oh God!
You know when there's that moment when they're fighting that fucking pass where one of the guys just goes completely berserk and kills 3 people, but then shields come in front of